The Uzhhorod Castle is considered a unique fortification in the city of Uzhhorod. It is located near the city center on Kapitulna Street and is considered one of the Zakarpattia wonders. The castle has been firstly mentioned in the 9th century. At that time, the hill where the castle has been built was inhabited by white Croats. The castle was flourished in the 13th century under the reign of the Drugeth dynasty. In 1312, the Drugeth brethren assisted the King Karl Robert in putting down the insurrection of district chief Petro Petenya. For that assistance, the King Karl Robert grants brethren the Uzhhorod Castle and the lands that the Drugeth dynasty has been owning for 350 years. For much of the whole Middle Ages, the Uzhhorod Castle was almost impenetrable. Its impenetrability is especially emphasized on the north side by the massive surface of high walls, devoid even of gun ports. The walls were built of stone. The northern part of the castle was protected by a spear-shaped stronghold. The castle was an irregular quadrangle by design. That was due to the relief of the Zamkova Hora. The structure has been surrounded on 3 sides by a graph 8 to 10 meters deep, across which a drawbridge has been provided to the entrance gate. One may currently find the holes for the chains used to raise the bridge. The thickness of the external fortress wall reached 2.5 to 10 meter height. It is currently standing the ground. For 13 years, the Uzhhorod Castle, built in the late Renaissance style and owned by Miklos Bersteni and Christina Taku, has regularly held balls and hosted aristocrats at the turn of the 17th century, 18th centuries. Since 1947, the castle has been used as a local history museum. The modern museum, currently located in the castle, contains a lot of interesting and unique exhibition halls. The most interesting and one of the largest is the hall with folk instruments of Zakarpattia. Actually, music lovers and people who are fond of Ukrainian culture, music and folklore should obligatorily visit this unique shrine of musical instruments. Here one may find the folk instruments of the Ukrainian Zakarpattia of the 19th and 20th centuries, namely ideophones, membranophones, chordophones and aerophones. In addition, there are stringed musical instruments of the 17th and 20th centuries and mechanical musical instruments. People who are interested in spirituality and the history of Ukrainian Christianity should visit the hall called the History of Spiritual Culture of Zakarpattia. The Uzhhorod Greek Catholic Theological Seminary, namely the first higher educational institution in Zakarpattia, has been located on the territory of the Uzhhorod Castle for 170 years. That seminary also had a chapel called the Three Saints, where the students could attend liturgies and prayers. In Soviet times, the communists destroyed unique frescoes, but some of them were rescued. There are also many interesting things associated with the Bishop Andriy Bachinsky. One should pay attention to the courtyard of the Uzhhorod Castle. Firstly, one may enjoy an awesome view of the city and make commemorative pictures. The remnants of the St. Eury's Church one may find in the courtyard of the castle. That temple had existed on the territory of the castle in the 13th to 18th centuries. It has been firstly mentioned in 2048. In the 18th century, the church has been ruined by fire and dismantled. The Uzhhorod Ecclesiastical Union has been signed there in 1646. A bronze bird has been transported to the castle courtyard. That was a Turul, namely a mythical bird of the ancient Ugrians. The legend says that Turul once brought a saber to Ferenc Rákóczi, the leader of the national insurrection against Austrian enslavement. Thus he has defeated his enemies. The museum obtained a bird already with no saber and pedestal. A bust of the Count Miklos Bercheny has been installed in the courtyard of the castle in the winter of 2012. A bust of his wife, the Countess Christina Chako, has been installed on November 8, 2013, at the expense of the Consulate General of Hungary in Uzhhorod. The castle has been owned by a family for 13 years. Please click the like button and subscribe if you liked the video.